Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. The issue of Fulani Herdsmen and their cows straying in public places, even on the road, has raised serious concern. This morning, the former senator in Kaduna State, Senator Shehu Sani, raised alarm about what happened, call it an accident, that occurred on his way to Abuja when he joined the Kaduna-Abuja morning train. According to him, he said, and I'm going to quote his tweet, and we're going to look at a lot of things surrounding this. He said, "Today, the Kaduna-Abuja morning train, of which I happen to be a passenger, killed over 60 cows that stray along the tracks before the train finally stopped in the bush, and we later moved on. The herdsmen ran into the bush, raining curses. I call on the railway authorities to reach out to the chief of Regina village and address the issue before we return to face their anger." Biko. That's what he had to tell Nigerians. And a lot of questions have been thrown at him. For example, how did he know? Was there any head count that showed that 60 cows were actually involved in the accident? And so many questions people were asking him. And, this has triggered concern about this issue of cows moving just anyhow. Imagine the accident. If it was not trained, maybe it was a vehicle, imagine what would have happened.
Now, what caused a lot of uproar on social media is the fact that this is trained. And it's not as if it is a human being. If it was a case of an ordinary human being, there would have been a case of, the community must pay this, or there will be a reprisal attack. Is there going to be a reprisal attack on the train, a moving train for that matter? That's a lot of persons have reacted on social media. Like,
talking about that, when you're talking about who are they going to be facing, that I'm talking about the herdsmen. Who are they going to be facing? These guys are sometimes, they behave as if some nuts have fallen off their head. And you'll be so shocked that they will vent the anger on the Kaduna people. Because the train was actually possibly moving from Kaduna to Abuja. And that's why this guy had to beg that please, the real authorities should see how they can talk to the chief of Regina village so that the issue can be addressed. Even means possibly to pay them some money so that they can calm down. And because when these guys start it, we all know that they are not prescribed, and no matter the kind of attack they vent on the people, nobody's going to talk. So right now he is even scared because already there's so much news when it has to do with Kaduna. We heard about the southern Kaduna killing massacre and all of that. So right now he doesn't want such to happen again. That's why he's raising this alarm.
So you're good. Well, he's talking about paying for their negligence.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that? As in, your cows strayed into rail trail. That track, your cows went there, and I'm sure the sound of the train is not foam. It's loud and clear. Your cows strayed in, killed the cows. The train killed the cows, and you said the community should pay which compensation? Who killed the cows? On whose head? Who's going to pay? Which community? Let's get real here. I think we are the one that's even actually empowering these guys.
Exactly. But first of all, look at the scenario. Let's look at the president first. Things that have been happening in the past that has to do with these guys. How has it been treated thus far? Look at what this guy said, the governor of Kaduna State said some time ago about herdsmen. Look at what Abia State governor, also one of these Southeast governors, said that if you are killing a cow, if you kill a cow, that the government will pay them as much as 500,000 and all of that. So on the basis of that, people seem to be very scared whenever anything happen to the cows of these Fulani guys, because they are going to launch a reprisal attack possibly on the people of Kaduna State. That's why you see this guy shouting the way he's shouting. Ordinarily, those herdsmen should be sued. That's how it should be. They should be sued, and they're supposed to pay some huge amount of money to help fix that trend, because we know that this is trained. Why should you allow your own animal to be straying around and all of that?
Now let's imagine that this is not trained. Let's imagine that it's a vehicle. You know that what would have happened to that vehicle? There would have been a ghastly motor accident.
Maybe lives would have been lost. Yeah.
And it would have been played down.
Yeah.
Right? Now it's now trained. Whose fault? Definitely the train did not leave its track to another place, but rather, as usual, because of their ownership mentality, they feel that they can even move into railway track. And now they've lost their cows, and you're saying the community should pay. It's wrong. It's not right. In fact, if you ask,
he is not saying the community should pay. What he's saying, the railway authorities need to talk to these guys and all of that, because when it comes to Fulani Herdsmen, cow lives matters. Cow lives matters. That's the truth. For them, cow lives matters more than even human lives. That's why you see him talking the way he does.
Sorry for their loss, but that's their negligence. That's what we've been talking about since.
Exactly.
Get ranch. Let's do ranching. Forget this open grazing, moving up and
down. It's uncalled for.
In their villages somewhere in the northern part of Nigeria and done what we call ranching. In fact, we even have healthier cows.
Yeah.
But no, they want to be moving up and down.
That's their trade. That's how they are trained to raise their cows.
Archaic training.
Archaic, and they don't want to stop it.
There's no innovative move. We should always move to the 1942 way. But now, if you ask me, now the way we are politicizing this, and I'm getting all pissed. I feel okay. Let's just see one or two people what people are saying here, because Nigerians have actually reacted very quickly to this. This one here is saying nothing like anger. They are the cause of it. Okay, they knew it's a railway, and you knew that they knew, and the sounding and they also know the sound when it is coming.
Yes.
Except if you are going to push them with your comment, which is what I feel you are mostly doing right now.
Okay, another person here says you are absolutely correct. Yet, ours is a shame of a nation. What grass is there on the train tracks?
I don't know.
Cattle owners should responsibly provide space, food, and water for their animals rather than roaming and claiming ownership of this or that grazing route. Nigeria safe.
Didn't the herdsmen know that train is vehicle? Train is not vehicle that can stop at very short notice. They knew very well that railway tracks are not beds for them. Hence, they shouldn't have allowed the cows to linger around on the tracks.
This one says, what are these cattle doing in the train tracks? These are the nomadic traits the federal government does not address. This is old school and not practiced anywhere in the world. It has to stop. We are in the 21st century, for crying out loud. Haba.
This one says, apology and compensation should better take effect immediately. An official because another person now replied and said the same thing. Said, look, next time, please stop the train and allow Buhari's cows to pass. Then you can continue the journey, Biko. You people should know that cows are more important than railway transport.
This one says here, didn't the herdsmen know that train is not vehicle that can be stopped?
This one here said the government should compensate them, please, to avoid a situation where they turn to bandits for lack of daily bread. This
one says, this is an important issue that deserves immediate action. Good as you highlight it, but why not take it beyond tweet and notify the railway authorities directly? You may be saving a life, you know. Clearly, these headers will not let their losses slide. They might even vandalize rail tracks, and that is true.
This one here is saying, I expect you to call on the railway authority to prosecute the headers for attempting murder on innocent lives. But you are here talking of apology. Although I trust Repr, he will buy ×4 of those cows to them. Today in Nigeria, cows are valued more than human lives in Nigeria. That's sad.
And this one says, who does that? So we are, as a sovereign nation, are now afraid of some tattered sake. People that should be arrested for derailing and putting the lives of innocent Nigerians in danger.
This one says, appease them or not, reach out to them or not, that won't prevent future occurrences as long as they refuse to practice ranching.
Another one here. True. This person here is speaking differently from what Shehu Sani is saying. He said, I was there on the train and we counted only 4 cows killed. Where the hell did you see 60 dead cows? Sir, you are a leader and please, whatever you post here should be factual. Does Allah grow up, please? You say, I don't know what it means then. But however, what he's trying to tell Nigerians here is that what the head count was actually 4 cows killed. But this man is raising, I feel that this should be looked into seriously. The railway authority should come in and meet possibly with the Meiti Allah Cattle Breeder Association of Nigeria, Kaduna branch, and see how this thing can be. Because, you know, these guys are, you know, first-class citizens. If things are not done immediately, be rest assured that they may hit on the Kaduna people, or possibly destroy destroy the rail that Nigeria has spent so much money on. That's just my thing, Kobo.
And then if they destroy, they should also be prosecuted and be jailed.
The problem is who's gonna prosecute them?
See where we are as a nation.
Unfortunately,
we keep doing nothing laws. Some people are above the law, some people are not above the law. If not, why are we getting scared over their negligence?
You understand? Oh, that's how we would like to leave it. Go to our comments.